Hi, everyone. Sarah here from the Girls Like Rock 2 podcast. This past week, I went to a really great show. I saw the Struts. They played in Toronto on July 31st, so just the other day, at the Danforth Music Hall. If you're from the Toronto area, it's in the east end of the city. It's a small to medium-ish venue. The capacity is about 1,500. And this was a really special show. The Struts are going on tour to celebrate the 10th anniversary of their debut album, Everybody Wants. And it's a great album, Everybody Wants. It's just a great rock and roll album. It's got rock and roll, of course, with some glam, kind of punk pop elements to it. And it's one of those where, like, every song is good. And so it makes sense that the Struts probably thought, hey, this is such a great album. Let's go on tour to celebrate its 10th anniversary. And this was an extra special show in Toronto. It's the very first show of the tour. So it was more than just a show. It had real like celebratory vibes to it, celebrating the Struts celebrating their debut album, how far they've come in the last 10 years, and also celebrating the kickstart of the tour. So I bought a ticket pretty last minute. I bought it day of. I was in Toronto for work, and I was thinking about it for a while, and I just thought, let's just go, right? I mean, it's the first show of the tour, and I love the Struts. They're great. One of the most important aspects of a concert, the set list. I usually go to Setlist FM and check out the set list of the band before I go. I just like to know what they're going to play, and I usually make a playlist ahead of time just to kind of get some familiarity and feel out the flow of how the concert's going to go. But this one, there was no precedent because this was the first show of their tour. And celebrating their debut album, I was super curious what the set list was going to be. So it was kind of cool walking in, and I figured they were going to play a lot of Everybody Wants, of course, but the Struts have a pretty good discography. I mean, they have 4 full-length studio albums, also a lot of singles. So I was just like, what are they going to do? So they came out on stage and started with Put Your Hands Up. It's a punchy, in-your-face, fun song. And after that, Luke Spiller, the frontman, comes to the mic and says, we are going to play Everybody Wants, the whole album, all the songs, how it's in order on the record. And I just thought that was really cool. It was such a great flow. If you know Everybody Wants, it's a great flow to the album. And I don't think I've ever seen a band where they played like a whole album in order. Just what a neat way to celebrate their debut album. It's just so good. Some of the songs Luke mentioned, they haven't played in years. Like, I think there was one, I can't remember which one, but they haven't played it since like 2017. So it felt really special that we could hear all the songs in order. Some highlights for me, definitely Kiss This. I think that's my favorite song off the album, so I was super excited to hear it. I figured they were going to play that one. It's the 3rd song on the reissue of their album, so it was the 4th song they played. It was such a great 4th song. Like, by that point in a show, you're like, I am all in. I am ready for this, and such great energy. It was really, really good. Dirty Sexy Money, another one of my favorites. That was really great. Merry Go Round, also a really good one. They played Young Stars, and on the album, it's a bit faster paced, but for the tour, they kind of slowed it down. Like, Luke went to the piano, and it was a slower rendition, which was really, again, the flow was really great because it was like in between 2 faster paced songs. I really liked that. I thought that was really nice. And after they played the full album, they went off stage and the lights stayed low. We were all waiting for it. I love when a band comes out and does an encore. I just think it's just so exciting at the end. And of course, they came out and did an encore. They started with Queen, We Will Rock You, a really great rendition of that. And they played one of my favorites, Body Talks, because at this point, obviously, all of Everybody Wants is played. So it was exciting that they played a couple of their other later singles. Setlist was great. I really liked that they played the full album in order. I thought that was super cool. And as I mentioned, it just felt really, really special for us in the audience as fans, and special for the band too. As I mentioned, Luke did mention that there were a few songs they haven't played for a long time. So just a really great vibe on stage that projected into the audience really, really well. And I guess having said that, another important aspect of a concert, how did they look on stage? The Struts, I walked in with pretty high expectations for this show. I have read that the Struts are really great live, really energetic. Luke Spiller, their frontman, I know he's been compared to like Mick Jagger, Bowie, I think Freddie Mercury. So high expectations from myself. But Luke, you did not disappoint. Luke Spiller has a great stage presence. Very charismatic, very engaging with his fans, keeps everybody just into the show, into the music. The band had really great chemistry on stage together. I believe it's still the same four men all in the band. You could just see it on stage that they were just enjoying playing together and just having a lot of engagement with their fans in the audience. Luke looked great. He was in a blazer, like a little scarf, wearing these really cool white like boots, dancing on stage. Yeah, as I mentioned, a really great on-stage presence. You can't take your eyes off of him. He's super, super charismatic on stage. The rest of the band looked really good. I think it was the bassist was wearing like this very sparkly shirt, and it looked really good with Luke and his blazer and the lights. Then they had like this their name, of course, across behind them, like visually very well done. It was a visually lovely looking rock and roll show. The Struts have they have arena energy. Back in my 20s, I went to like a lot of indie rock shows, and they're great, but some bands they only suit like a smaller venue really well. Whereas I find the Struts, like in a big arena, they could really hold their own. I know the Struts have opened up for some really huge acts. I think they've actually opened for the Stones, like 60, 80,000 people. And you could totally see that in their musical delivery. Like they definitely have arena vibes for sure. Venue was really good. The Danforth, it's been a while since I've seen a show there. I think they have good acoustics. The band sounded great. Luke sounded really good. Very good sight lines, I find, at the Danforth. So you can stand on the main floor in front of the stage. The Danforth also has a balcony. I decided to treat myself, and I got a ticket on the balcony. I was in the very first row. I had an amazing view. I had to take some clips on my phone. I had to. I had such a great view and such a great angle. They looked so good. The lighting was great. I couldn't help myself, and I recorded quite a few of my favorite songs. The crowd was a bit tamer on the balcony. So if you wanted some more energy, definitely down in front. They were a bit more like dancing around and energetic. But I have to say it was really nice to sit after working all day. And as I mentioned, the view from my seat was really great. I was right at the end, so I just had a really great angle. I'm really glad that I decided to buy a ticket and go. The Struts, they just have fantastic energy on stage. I highly recommend, if you're somewhere maybe in the States or Mexico and you're able to go, check them out. Even if you don't really know their music, they're just a great rock and roll, energetic show to go see. And I find the Struts, they portray the joy of rock and roll really well on stage. So as I mentioned, if you don't even really know their music, but you like rock and roll and like a good live show, check out the Struts. They will not disappoint. They were great. I highly recommend. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate your time. Let me know in the comments. Have you seen any good shows lately? Have you seen the Struts? Be great to hear of your thoughts. If you've seen them live. This is a little bonus episode of the podcast. My sister Katie and I, we post every other Friday, like a full episode. The podcast is available on Spotify and YouTube. And I just want to remind everybody that girls like rock too. And if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and hopefully we'll see you again.